not a bad number.
40's
a great number.
Yeah, if you've been in business
40.
for 40 years, can you imagine?
No.
It's a long
Don
time.
Elhart can, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Record Archive celebrating 40 years doing business in our town. It is a staple in the local music community.
Hannah's live there this morning to tell us how this place got started. It is one of the most unusual and fun places I've ever been to.
Yeah, Norma, I said I think you could spend an entire afternoon here just looking for music because there's something for everyone. I came in here and I said to Elena, she's like, what type of music do you like? And I said, well, I'm kind of embarrassed to say. She said, oh, no, we're not those kind of people.
No,
we don't judge.
That's right. We're not Empire Records. We're not High Fidelity. All those movies made record stores look really bad and snobby. We're not like that. We like everyone. We don't judge.
They even like Taylor Swift. They even have her on vinyl, probably. Vinyl is making a comeback. Even in people my age. I'm not saying I'm so much younger than you, Doug, but even in my generation, people think vinyl's cool now.
It is. It is. And you can see the way it's being featured in commercials now. It's a very sexy kind of pop culture thing to go to. And what I always like about it is that it bridges the generation gaps. So you have parents coming in with their kids or grandparents coming in and, hey, check out this Beatles record or check out this Stones record or my favorite Twisted Sister record.
Yeah, and you guys have walls and walls of classic vinyl, but then you have newer ones as well. I mean, you have some of the newest CDs, some of the newest artists. You have like John Mayer over there with his vinyl. Do you notice that a lot of young people are choosing vinyl over maybe online versions of music?
Well, I think independent stores have constantly beaten into record labels the fact that people still want physical goods. And so what they do now is they insert a digital component in with the physical goods. So you can buy the John Mayer record or the latest Wilco record and get a digital download card for the album so you can have it digitally as well.
Right. Now, talk about how this place got started. I mean, where did all of this stuff come from?
Well, you're looking at obviously 40 years of accumulation here.
Yeah.
My partner, Dick Storms, who you'll see in a few minutes, he started a flea market, buying and selling used records, and a light bulb went off, and he was always passionate about music, and he thought, I've got a business here, and it started from there. We were in the basement of Village Green on Monroe Avenue for a minute, and then we were on our original location on Mount Hope Avenue for many, many years. We closed that store back in the late 90s. So.
Now, were you ever worried that this would kind of go by the wayside and people would be over buying CDs, over buying records?
Oh, sure.
How do you keep up with the time? How do you stay relevant?
Well, that's my challenge every day. But of course, there were definitely some lean years when the days of Napster and when big mass merchandisers came into the market like Best Buy and all those kind of people, and they really changed the industry for everybody. So it was really incumbent upon us to figure out new revenue streams, new ways to stay relevant to the community.
Yeah.
And we've done that in a variety of ways, one of which is all the toys and gifts and novelty items. So people come in and they'll shop for all their stocking stuffers here and not buy any music.
So
And another way is going to be this room that we're going to see in a few minutes, our next transition of Record Archive, the next evolution.
You're having concerts here actually this weekend. These fine people. Some of your employees and Richard especially.
Yep, that's coming up next Saturday the 24th. We'll talk about that in a second. But the real big one is our first paid concert. Adam Ezra Group is going to be here Friday night.
Huge.
It's a band from Boston.
Huge.
And I have to thank the guys from the Fairport Music Festival because they're the ones who brought them to us. And so it's a collaborative effort. $10, and the best part is proceeds go to Veterans Outreach.
Yes.
So we're really excited about that. So Friday night here, 7:30.
We've got concerts this weekend, next weekend, but you know, you had a concert years back by a little group
Doug,
named
remember
Hanson.
this one?
Doug, do you remember this? Because
I
you were
absolutely do.
Dad of the Year.
Absolutely.
Dad of the Year.
Yes. That's because my one daughter, my middle daughter, and both my daughters were huge Hanson fans. In fact, my wife can tell you about all the trips she liked to Toronto to see Hanson, I think it was, or NSYNC or one of them. But anyway, they were coming to Record Archive, and so I was able to get my older daughter, Erin, and her friend Molly in to meet Hanson.
I remember that day.
And it was like, it would have been...
When was that? That was like just a few years
back.
back.
I don't know. Elena, when was it? Ask Elena when it was.
What year was that?
What year was that? Do you remember?
Well, we've been here. We're going into our 7th year already at this location on Rockwood Street. So what are we, 2015? So that was 2008, 2009?
2009?
Yeah, that's
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Wow.
These guys were dreamy. These guys were that long hair. Yeah.
They were adorable.
Do you remember them, Hannah?
I do. I remember. it was like that was like the song. Yeah, Norma, you remember it.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
See, we don't judge here.
We don't judge.
See, I'm the same way about music. Whatever you like is fine with me.
Something tells me that's not true.
No. I don't care who. I've never. People say, I like so and so. Oh, how do you like? And it's
really
whatever makes you go. Okay. Meteorologist Mark McLean.
Well, thanks, Doug.
Is that way too.
Thanks, Doug. Yeah, Mark is very open-minded.
Yeah. Says it's possible we'll see our first widespread freeze of the season. Will tell us when coming up.
This is when we wish he'd stop having such an open mind, though.